Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this SWPL 1 matchup between our host Partick Thistle and the away side Spartans. I'm joined today by Rebecca McAllister on commentary, Partick Thistle midfielder. Thank you for joining me, Rebecca.
No problem, it's great to be here. Great day for a game.
As now, Spartans are in very good form. If you were Brian Graham, what's your message?
First of all, end that good form. It's a chance for us to break up the consistency that Spartans have had, for us to build on the last two wins that we've had and get back up to the level we want to be at.
Obviously Spartans are undefeated since the split, but today they're missing a few big names, Hannah Jordan being one. She's obviously top scorer for them. Is that a big loss?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think she's been fantastic this season. She's got great strength but also great pacing behind. She can be a real handful up top, but they have got some other good attacking threats, so we can't take anything for granted today. But it's definitely a loss for Spartans not having Hannah Jordan.
I'll go through the lineup, so I'll start with the visitors. In goal, number 1, Alicia Yates. Number 4, Tegan Browning. Number 5, Robin McCafferty. Number 6, Rona Douglas. Number 9, Amy Anderson. Number 12, Erin Rennie. Number 17, Ailey Davies. Number 19, Olivia Chomchuk. Number 20, Katie Fraser. Number 21, Maya Christie. And number 26, Zara Andrews. On the bench for Spartans, number 25, Emma Thompson. Number 3, Sarah Cleland. Number 8, Rebecca Foote. Number 11, Maya Bates. Number 15, Kaylee Bradshaw. Number 16, Casey McKenna. And number 23, Ella Beaton-Hill. Starting lineup for Partick Thistle. In goal, number 1, Jenny Curry. Number 2, Rosie Slater. Number 4, Sherry McCulloch. Number 7, Cody Hay. Number 14, Amy Bullock. Number 16, Ellie Kane. Number 18, Hannah Robinson. Number 20, Shona Cowan. Number 21, Olivia King. Number 22, Georgia Gray. And number 23, Tyree Birchall. On the bench for the Jags, number 26, Ailey Terbett. Number 3, Amy Richardson. Number 6, Emma Craig. Number 15, May English. And number 17, Jenna Ferguson. And 27, Imogen Longcake. Be the Jags to kick us off here. Sherry McCulloch now with the ball, taking the captain's armband today. No Demi Faulkner on the squad. How does the experience of Sherry McCulloch hold up towards the rest of the squad, though?
Yeah, it goes without saying, Shez has played at a very high level in her career, and she's a great asset for us to have, especially at the back, able to pass on instructions, and especially today without Demi Faulkner, Cheryl McCulloch will be key today.
Thistle obviously are without a few big bodies ourselves. Carrie Henderson out with injury. Carla Boyce also missing, just to name a couple. Lucy Sinclair as well. How do you think some of these players that perhaps haven't had the minutes that they want will sort of adapt to this?
Well, I think it's important for them to start the game well and get that confidence because they haven't had as many minutes, but everyone in this team is raring to go, and it's about who takes their opportunities today.
Thistle do seem to be playing their trusted 4-2-3-1 formation. It looks like Tyree Birchall's just dropping in behind Ellie Kane. Of course, she scored in her past 2 games. Do you think that she's starting to sort of find her footing again? Yeah,
definitely. We know Tyree's a great threat in any attacking position, whether that's out wide or in the middle, and I think she's really feeling confident right now, and you get the sense that if she gets a chance, she'll score, so hopefully she can get those opportunities today and put them away.
Ellie Kane made her first start against her former team Queen's Park on Wednesday night, putting a good showing. It's good to have her back to fitness as well.
Yeah, definitely. It's been tough for Ellie when she signed in the winter transfer window and wasn't fit right away. She had an injury, and it's been tough for her to try and manage that, but she's getting back to herself now and getting fit, and she's looking sharp in training, and I think this will be a great opportunity for her today to stake a claim up top.
Good passing here between Georgia Gray and Shona Cowan. Thistle just trying to set the tone for this game. Quite a slow tempo to start with, but could that be to try and slow down? Obviously we know that Spartans have a lot of fast players, Maya Christie and Amy Anderson being a couple to mention. Do you think it's just a case of trying to slow things down to start with and sort of get their footing in?
Yeah, I think it's a bit trying to establish some control in the game. I think the last thing you want to do with Spartans' fast players is make it a transitional game and give them the chance to run. So with us keeping possession, we're just finding our way into the game and keeping it controlled as of right now and working our way up the pitch.
Throw in here just for Rosie Slater, just about in line with the box. It's a good play so far. Amy Bullock now trying to put a ball in behind for Tidy Birchall, just a bit too heavy. It's safely into the arms of the goalkeeper. Spartans now trying that long ball up towards Andrews up front. It's Georgia Gray. Gives the ball away, and now Amy Anderson trying to break down the left-hand side. Looking to cut it across, and it's good defending by Gray in the end to make up for her mistake.
Yep, Amy Bullock also getting back there and getting some pressure on the ball, which is key.
Of course, we know Amy Anderson well. She was on loan here the second half of the season, joined in the same transfer window as you, actually.
Yep, she's a very tricky winger. She's got bags of ability and loads of speed, so we'll need to make sure we limit her today, double up and provide cover when needed.
You're probably the player that knows her the best. I mean, you played with her at Celtic and at Hearts.
Yep, I've known Amy for a long time now. She's a good friend of mine, and yeah, she's a good player. She's just trying to find that confidence, and I think the move to Spartans has worked well for her, and she's looking like her best self.
Here she is now, and looking to take a shot, and it's blocked well in the end there by Cheryl McCulloch. It's fallen back out to Anderson. It's a good ball towards Andrews, and good defence in the end there by Shona Cowan. Shona Cowan perhaps had minutes limited this season, but I think especially with Callie Gibb exiting, she's sort of found her form back at right back.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, Callie was such a big performer for us this season, so it was quite hard for Shona to find her way into the team, but now she's been given that opportunity, and you know, she's grabbing it with both hands and showing what she can do.
It's a good ball towards Cody Hay down the right hand side. Good defence in the end there by Douglas. I think it's important to mention as well the SWPL Team of the Year announced. Emma Lawton obviously started the season with the Jags, got into the right back position as well, so that was another body for Shona to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's seen what Emma can do this season. That step up to Celtic, she took it with ease, and then even getting into the Scotland national team, she just takes everything in her stride, and she's a great example to all of us of what we can achieve if we put in that hard work and really focus on improving our game.
Well, you're a Scotland international yourself.
Yeah, it's very proud. It's a special feeling. So I know that she'll have loved every minute of it, and yeah, it's the pinnacle of your career. It's what every player wants to achieve.
Georgia Gray just trying to take the ball down and get the game back on its feet after a wee bit of an aerial battle. Here is McCulloch with the captain's armband today. Got plenty of space. Just looking for a run of Rosie Slater, finds her. Christie given some competition. It's good that Slater keeps it.
I thought that was still in from here, but as we know, the angle that you're viewing the ball can change where it was, definitely.
So throw in just about the halfway line. It will be Browning to take. Hannah Robinson finds Olivia King. It's a bit too heavy for that pass towards Cody Hay, but the right idea. She's performed very well since she joined from Queen's Park in January as well.
Yep, I've definitely added some quality in, and it's really helped, obviously, especially now with the injuries, and it's shown that we do kind of need those numbers.
It's McCulloch now. Looking for a long ball towards Ellie Kane. Good defending in the end there by Spartans. It's fallen back to Hannah Robinson. Cody Hay now looking for that overlap of Shona Cowan. It's good defence in the end there by Amy Anderson. Hannah Robinson, of course, was part of the Spartans team last season. She'll know them very well.
Yep, definitely. I think she was there for a couple seasons, and yeah, like you say, she'll know them very well, and she'll want to prove a point as to why she left.
She's had to bide her time for opportunities in this squad as well. I think that just shows the talent that we have available on the bench as well.
Yeah, definitely. It has been very competitive this season. Obviously, making quite a few signings. It's maybe took us some time as a team to try and gel. So there's been lots of combinations tried out there with the wingers and fullbacks and even centre mids. So yeah, it's been difficult to get going this season, but I think we're now starting to find a bit of form in the crucial time.
Rosie Slater finds Tyree Burchell. It's a good 1-2 between the youngsters, and the ball's ended up in behind, and Ellie Kane's charging down and gathered well in the end by Yates. Douglas out left. Can't control it. Throw in for Thistle. You can see quite tight marking by the Spartans' defence on Ellie Kane so far. I think they may have identified their target player.
Yeah, definitely. They won't want to allow her space and time to get turned. Whenever we play Spartans, it's always a close game and very physical. So all over the pitch, they're wanting to get touch tight and not allow us any space to play.
So far, played Spartans 3 times this season, twice in the league, once in the cup. We are undefeated against them so far.
Yep, we'll want to keep that going today, and especially being at home, hopefully we can get that win. But yeah, like I say, it's never an easy game against Spartans. It's always quite a feisty one over the years.
Some tight marking there by Thistle, and another throw in for Spartans just on the left hand side here. Georgia Gray does well to cut it out, and some good passing now, and Amy Bullock looking to send Ellie Kane down the right hand side. Again, very tight marking there, and it's actually went in the favour of Spartans. Robin McCafferty's obviously been given her instructions, and she's keeping right to them. Even in the first game, or the 3-2 game that we played against them in the cup, Robin McCafferty was the exact same when it was Carla Boyce up front. So
yeah, it's definitely how Robin likes to play. She likes to get physical. She backs herself in that battle, and yeah, she's really trying to set the example for her team being captain.
Spartans tried to go in their counter-attack there, and it was cut out well. I think that Anderson had actually strayed offside, but here's a counter-attack of Thistle's. Tyree Burchell down the left-hand side. It's good defence in the end, but it's fallen back to Georgia Gray. Now Amy Bullock. Switch out to Cody Hay, and she couldn't quite control that. Still giving it a good pace battle. Getting a bit feisty now in the middle. Shona Cowan still in possession. Finds Burchell. King just drops it out to Georgia Gray. And Robinson can't quite win that, and here's a chance for Spartans. It's a bit too heavy there for Andrews, and falls safely into the arms of Jennifer Curry.
I think it's just becoming a little bit scrappy in there. We're just needing to take a bit more care of the ball and really focus on that technique and quality.
I think you're absolutely right. Both teams are struggling to sort of find their own footing in this game. I don't think either keeper's been tested yet.
No, it's become a bit back and forth, a bit transitional, and both teams just, it's that final ball that's not quite working for either teams. Overhit passes or going out of play.
Shona Cowan tries that long ball there. It's cut out well in the middle by Rennie. Now that's a ball in behind for Christie. Up against Rosie Slater, and it's good defending by Slater. What she done was she used her shoulder to put her off balance, and then that gave her the angle to make the tackle. Yeah,
it's great defending by Rosie. She's forced her out as wide as possible and then been able to get the foot in, so great bit of defending there.
I think she's actually put out for a throw-in as well rather than a corner kick.
Yep, she's done well there. You want to avoid giving away corners if you can. We can deal with throw-in, but a corner could be more problematic.
Well, in that 3-2 game, Robin McCafferty did score from a corner, so we'll be looking to avoid that once again.
Yep, definitely.
was a bit of a wasted chance there by Spartans, but it was good tight marking from Thistle. Didn't really allow Rennie to get that touch.
We did well. We forced her where we wanted her to go, and again, it's just that lack of quality that's present in both teams right now. Neither team's been able to keep the ball for more than probably 6 passes right now.
Jenny Curry looking to send this long. Looking for Georgia Gray. It's a good flick on towards King. Still with Olivia King. Looking to put in behind, and Tyree Burchell's getting onto that. It's good goalkeeping in the end there by Yates. That was a great bit of play though by Olivia King.
Yeah, she did brilliant there. She seen the space, was out towards the right, and just used her strength to hold off the player, but also managed to get a good pass in behind. It was just a little bit overhit, but signs of it getting better.
She was battling away with Olivia Chomschuk. Is that how you say her name?
I think so.
She's not got an easy one.
Nah.
But she was battling away with her.
Yeah.
Of course, she's got some plaudits this season. She's only 17 years old, and she's kind of been running the show for Spartans.
Yeah, she's a very promising young player on loan from Hearts, I believe, and I think she just was offered a new and improved contract at Hearts, so they also value her as well as Spartans. I wonder if Spartans would try and get her on loan again next season, because, like you say, she's been a key player for them.
I think it'd be good for her development. It's a deep one there with the free kick, and it's went out for a corner.
Yeah, it looked like it was just going to fall on the head of Georgia Gray, but I think the defenders got in there and got a wee flick on it. But a corner here.
Scored a corner goal against Dundee United last Sunday. It was Georgia Gray that took the corner, found Demi Faulkner at the back stick. Amy Bullock to take this one. Back to business as usual. He's got plenty of options in that box. It's a good delivery towards the back stick, towards Sharon McCulloch. It's fallen out to Hannah Robinson. It's a good play there by Robinson, drops it back. I think it was King that got the shot, still there in the box. Cleared in the end, but some promising signs there by Thistle.
Yeah, it was a nice wee corner kick routine. Hannah Robinson finding herself round at the back post, and a great bit of footwork. We just needed someone to step on and stick that ball in the back of the net.
Georgia Gray to take the throw in, I think. Ellie Kane now. Cody Hayes, a good first time delivery towards Sharon McCulloch, still up there. Burchell couldn't quite get the control she wanted. It's another throw in for Thistle.
Yeah, I think Tyree had just checked her run once it hit Cheryl to try and stay inside, and I think she even slipped a little bit, so unfortunate there, but again, good link-up play and good to see that we're on the front foot.
Cody Hay now trying to get another ball into that box. Goes as far as Ellie Kane, and now Olivia King trying to dribble away. Still with Kane, drops it back. Cody Hay does get the delivery, and Yates has struggled with that one, but she's done enough to get a wee touch on it, and the clearance is there in the end. Andrews now trying to take this forward, does well to hold it up, and it's unfortunate that Rennie had just gone past that. It was a bit heavy there by Gray in the counter, and there'll be a throw in for Spartans. I think a chance to calm things down. Yeah,
it's getting a bit frantic in there. I would say that we're slightly on top, but not quite in control yet, so the game can easily flip at this stage.
I still don't actually think there's been a out-and-out shot yet.
No, I think it's both teams just trying to force a lot of things through, and like we said earlier, it was always going to be a bit of a scrappy game. Two teams that, you know, there's been a lot of history over the years with competitive games and big challenges and stuff like that. So yes, it was always going to be a tough one to try and settle the game and get control of it.
Good long ball there towards Andrews, and McCulloch just using her experience to hold that up.
Yeah, I just think in those situations, don't take any chances, just clear your lines and we'll get reset for the throw-in. Bonus points if you put the ball at the stadium.
Tyree took a shot against Dundee United that honestly was halfway across to Aberdeen. Still a very scrappy bit here, and Rosie Slater now just trying to control it. Does well too. Trying to move it out, and good hold-up play there by Burchell. Rennie's had to come back to defend that. Still in possession is Erin Rennie. Been a great signing since she joined from Hearts in the summer.
Yep, another player I know very well and another good friend of mine. And yeah, she's really found her feet at Spartans and shown her quality and what she can do.
I feel like you know half the Spartans team purely because they all played for Hearts.
Yeah, I think there's maybe about 5 or 6 of them that have been at Hearts at some point. So, yeah.
Yates put on a lot of pressure there by Kane and still in possession. We're going to send that long again towards Andrews. Just jumps up now. Try to put that in behind for Christie. It's a good one. Christie now running through on goal. Georgia Gray holding her up well, and Andrews gets the shot off, and it's just wide of the post, but that Spartans shown their dangers.
Yeah, definitely a warning sign for Thistle that Spartans posed that threat on the counter, especially. The ball just curling away from goal there, so I think we got away with one.
It's good play by Maya Christie. Just signed from Hibs. It's been very well adapted to the Spartans team since she joined.
Yeah, I think before she was at Hibs, she was at Aberdeen, so you know there's not too much of a difference in styles between Aberdeen and Spartans, so it was probably a bit of an easier transition for her.
It's a good flick on there by Slater now. Hannah Robinson holds up well, and Amy Bullock can't do quite much with that pass. It was a dodgy one.
Yeah, I think Hannah just chipped it into her a wee bit without meaning to. If we could get that in the deck, Bulls would be able to play a good ball in behind.
Browning to take. Robinson with a good header away. And Bullock try to just control it, get it on the deck, like you said.
She's done well there, Bill. She's realised the situation and just made sure her body's in the way.
Good long ball, and now Robinson trying to control it once more. Bit of a push there by Chomshuk.
Yeah, I don't think you'll see a clearer one than that. 2 hands in the back.
Beat Bullock to take it, and bodies are going forward from this.
Yeah, it's in quite a good position. Quite a good distance away to be able to get a good ball in behind, so hopefully Bulls can deliver this with quality.
Direct on the halfway line. Rosie Slater's got plenty of space down the left-hand side though, and is taken short, and it's a good ball into the box.
Yeah, we needed a runner across the front there. Everyone seemed to hang at the back, but it was a good bit of creativity from Bulls and Rosie, realising the space they had and maximising it.
Yeah, I think if Rosie's very good with her left foot, but she's naturally right-footed. If that was perhaps a natural left foot, that would have been towards the back stick. But as you say, I think a front runner would have been much better. Yeah,
it was. I think as players they need to recognise. We all know Rosie's right-footed and she is on her left, so it's just about splitting the run so that we've got all bases covered.
Not a throw in here for Spartans just on the halfway line. It's about 20 minutes played, still goalless here at Petershill Park. Kane holds up well. It's won well back by Spartans, and now Christie. Andrews looking for that long ball towards Anderson again, just a bit too heavy for her. And poor Shona Kearns had to go right into the trenches to get that ball back. Georgia Gray now just try to send this forward out of the danger zone. It's just gone out of play. It's a good ball in behind there for Rennie. I think she just strayed a little offside, and yep, it's been called. Of course, we'll have eyes on the other games happening right now. All games kicking off at the same time in the lower half of this table. Aberdeen against Queen's Park, Dundee United against Montrose. Still goalless in Dundee, but Aberdeen have taken quite a convincing lead against Queen's Park just now, 3-0.
Yeah, I think Aberdeen they're obviously on a little bit of a high, getting a manager like Scott Booth in, and with him getting more time to try and implement the style, they're looking quite dangerous right now. But Yeah, there's still a lot to play for. With 3 teams going down, it is still very tight, so a lot can happen over the next few weeks.
Still want to know the thinking behind the 3 teams going down, but it's something that's made us be a little bit more wary. I think if it hadn't been that and it had just been the 2 teams, we would have probably been safe by now. But now it's 2 eyes on all the teams below us.
Yeah, I think, you know, the bottom 2, they're probably nearly confirmed, if not already confirmed, down in Queen's Park and Dundee United. But it's that 3rd spot that, well, how tight the points are right now, it really could be anyone if a few bad results happen for each team.
Yeah, Dundee United's relegation was confirmed against us actually last week. I think Queen's Park are there or thereabouts, as you say. I think it's not this game, but if they lose the next one, that's them confirmed as well. Yeah, a lot of exits Queen's Park. It's actually unfortunate for them because they did come up and did play some good football, but I just think the step up was just a bit too much.
Yeah, it's difficult to try and establish yourself when you're coming up from the division below, and especially, you know, the one time Queen's Park do come up, there's 3 teams going down, so it was always going to be a difficult ask for them.
Yeah, I think especially with their captain and top scorer last season coming here. Olivia King was a big part of that promotion as well. Emma Craig as well, just so solid in the midfield for them as well.
Yeah, I think that's 3 key players for them, and we went and took all 3, so yeah, I don't think we're their favourite team right now.
Also their managerial team left as well.
Yeah, it's obviously been quite a difficult time for Queen's Park, and to be fair, they gave us a right good game midweek and the previous time we played them. So there is signs that they're getting stronger, and you would probably put your money on them to come straight back up, because they have got some decent players in there if they can hold them together.
Yeah, they'll be looking to get that automatic promotion back up. It's Georgia Gray now. Just taking their time with it. Finds Amy Bullock. Send that towards Hannah Robinson. It's good control there by the winger. That's a clever flick on. Sees the shot, takes it. It's spilled there by Yates, but she does manage to gather it in before Ellie Kane can nip onto that. But that's some good play there by Hannah Robinson. Yeah,
that was a brilliant bit of skill. She recognised the space was there behind her opponent. She just flicked it over the head. But it was also a great ball from Amy Bullock. She recognised that out in this left we had the space, and she made sure she got it.
It's a good long ball there towards Christie. McCulloch does well to defend. Back with the captain. Bit of a misplaced one there, and Chomsuk now got time to control and look to release. Does in the end towards Anderson on the left, up against Cowan. It's a good overlap there by... Good overlap, it's a good shot in the end there by Andrews. A good, equally good save by Jennifer Curry.
Yes, that is a fantastic save from Jen Curry. She kept that at 0-0 there. She's had some big moments in this season, Jenny, and kept us in games and kept score lines at 0-0, and it's another big moment from her there. Another one that was at Hearts.
How many players in the Hearts team?
Yeah.
I felt like it was the same when we were up against Dundee United last week. We just picked the Hearts loanee.
Yeah, they seem to have an ever-growing squad and group of players over the years.
I think it's fair to say they've probably got the best youth team in the country, the youth setup.
Yeah,
Hearts
definitely.
Is second to none.
They seem to have that tied down. They know what they're doing there with their academy, and they're really maximising that with the players that they're getting through, either straight for the first team or to go and loan to other clubs and develop their game there.
Well, I mentioned the SWPL team of the season got announced, and one of the husband twins, I think it's Erin, that's the defender. No, Jessica.
Yep. Aye, Erin Husband.
Erin Husband. Yep, she was put in as the left back in that team.
Yeah. She's had an unbelievable season. She's such a good player already at the age she's at, and in my opinion, she's already one of the best centre backs in the league. I think both. The thing that stands out for me is she's got the ability on the ball, but also defensively, you don't get anything out of her. Which, in some of the other top teams, I think their defenders sometimes get a wee bit complacent in defending, and especially when they're playing the lesser teams. But she's one that she's always on her game.
I think the game that stood out for me, I watched the Edinburgh Derby, the one that Hearts absolutely cuffed Hibs. And it was Kathleen McGovern, who obviously we know can bang him in, couldn't get anywhere near her the entire game. She was held up right, couldn't do anything. Yeah,
Kathleen, she's a top player, really good striker. She's been in the league for a number of years, and She's got that real physical attributes, but credit to Erin Husband, she stepped up to the mark and, yeah, kept her quiet.
It's another one that was at heart, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
It's a long ball here by Bullock, trying to see Rosie Slater up against Browning, and good defence by the number 4. And bit of a missed-time clearance. Now Burchell trying to take on Chumsock and opts for a ball out towards Slater. And
yeah, I just wonder, could we have worked the ball back in the middle of the pitch there when Tyree had it? I think Olivia King had made a good run across, and it was very crowded in that corner, so I wonder if we could have just opened the play a bit.
I also don't think the linesman quite knew what he was given there, but it's a throw-in for Spartans.
Yeah, it's a bit of a guessing game there.
Yeah, the referee kind of looked at him like, right, what are you giving? Good defence there by Slater, and now Burchell trying to create some sort of space. Right idea there by Cody Hay, trying to just release King first time, but unable to do so. Now McCulloch, again, acres of space down this left-hand side. He's going to look for Rosie Slater. She finds her. Good first-time ball towards Ellie Kane. This good play there by Chumsock to actually keep possession. King, right idea, just using the safety of Jennifer Curry. Now Georgia Gray. Long ball there by Georgia Gray, just a bit too heavy.
Yeah, I think she just lost a little bit of concentration there without anyone pressing her.
Actually quite rare for her to do that.
Yeah, she's usually spot on, especially with the balls in behind. But yeah, I think it was probably just a lapse in concentration more than anything else.
She's been a key part of Brian Graham's side this season, Georgia Gray, since she signed from Rangers in the summer.
Yep, and she's played a variety of positions. She's got that versatility.
Yep, and here's a chance for Spartans again. Amy Anderson down the left takes the shot. Dealt with quite easily there by Cowan, and now Rosie Slater down the left. Moves it forward towards Ellie Kane, and a bit of a shove in the back there by Fraser.
Yeah, it was probably a smart foul by Spartans. We were on a bit of a counter there, and it was Ellie Kane. It was sure to play that pass in, but just a nudge in the back, and we'll take the foul.
Wouldn't be WrestleMania weekend without a Kane getting in a fight.
No, it definitely wouldn't be.
Plenty of bodies up for this one again. Similar angle from Amy Bullock from before. She doesn't have the Rosie Slater down the left this time, and opts to send it deep into the box, and I think she was just hoping that Yates would have maybe scuffed that one out and safely into arms of her though. Yeah,
I think she just didn't quite get the angle on it. If the ball's a bit wider, the pace is probably fine, but yeah, it's just the combination of being too near the keeper and a bit overhit.
Another throw in here for Spartans. It's about half an hour played here at Petershill Park. Best chance the match probably has fallen to Spartans so far.
Yeah, I think for the most part we've had majority of possession and probably dominated the play, but Spartans, when they've had their attacks, they've been very effective and efficient with them, so it probably does make the game quite even.
Yeah, it's that counter-attack mentality. It's a good ball there by Cody Hay towards Tyree Burchell. Equally good defending by Fraser. Now looking to use that counter-attacking style. It's with Andrews, tries to send in Anderson, and it's very smart there by Georgia Gray, just smacking it off of Anderson so it could go safely into the arms of Curry. Slater now finds Bullock trying to release Robinson. Good defending by Browning. One back there by Bullock. It's now made its way to Robinson. Burchell up against Fraser. Good defending there by Spartans number 20. bit heavy there. McCafferty's not going to make that, so another throw in for Thistle in a bit of a dangerous area. Bullock lifts it up towards Birchall. Good battling there against Fraser. She does go down, but referee saying no penalty. Don't think she was really calling for one. Good control there by Slater. She takes the shot, and it's very close.
It's a good effort from Rosie Slater. That wasn't too far away at all.
I mean, don't think there was many shouts for a penalty there, but
No, I think if anything it was the Spartans players shouting for a foul, but to be honest I think it was quite 50-50. It was just both players leaning into each other with the shoulders, so I don't think there was much either way.
I think that's a part of Tyree's game that's really developed over the season, is that she's got that. She's using her frame more nowadays. I think at Celtic she was very much, you know, because she was so small and nimble that she could just get up and down those wings, but nowadays she does. You like to use her frame, like to use her body to win the ball back. Yeah,
it's definitely something she's been working on and developed, and she is very smart in her play, so she's good at getting her body in the right positions. But yeah, it's probably something she's had to learn coming here. A lot of our games, there's not much space and you do end up in physical battles, so it's a bit of a difference to playing at a team like Celtic.
Shona Cowan now still in possession, trying to find Cody Hay, unable to do so, and now a chance for another counter-attack here by Spartans. Shannon McCulloch just snuffing out play before it gets any dangerous. Slater now, again got plenty of space, trying to find Ellie Kane down the left. Good defending by Browning. Slater looking to move inwards with it. Look at find King, and she does well to win that, but again, good defending by Fraser. Just hold off Hannah Robinson.
Yeah, again, it's a bit of a difficult ball into the middle. We need to really try and keep it on the deck to give Olivia King a better chance there to manipulate the ball.
I think it's interesting today. It's no out-and-out sort of defensive midfielder. It's more sort of two box-to-box players that we've opted for.
Yeah, and I think, to be fair, I think it's working quite well so far. They complement each other in the sense that they're both happy to sit or both happy to get forward, and just as long as they keep alternating the way they have been, it's been quite effective.
It's Rennie back to Browning. Bit of a dodgy pass there, but it has made its way to McCafferty. Yates, Fraser now just trying to control the possession here as Spartans. Back with Rennie. Out to Browning. Looking to move that forward to Andrews. Against McCulloch. Good defending there by Robinson. Spartans fans try to call for a foul at that. Not entirely sure why.
Yeah, I don't really think there was much in that. Again, it would have been a bit soft. I think Cheryl McCulloch just pulled out in the right moment to stop it progressing to a foul.
It's good play there by Shona Cowan. Equally good defending there by Spartans, and now Chomzuk just keeping possession very well. It's moved all the way over to the right hand side, and now a long ball looking towards Christie. Slater's got that every day of the week though. Just sees it out, goal kick. Culloch just looking to move it forward. Finds Rosie Slater. Ellie Kane holds up well. Forced really deep back, but still keeping possession. That's exactly what we want. Now the long ball towards Birchall, controls it nicely. Again, forced a bit further back than she would have perhaps wanted. That's a bit of a naughty one there by Fraser, and you could hear the shout in pain there by McCulloch. Has gone down holding her knee.
It's not like Cheryl to go down in pain. She's usually quite tough and doesn't let on at all when she's hit, so maybe a little bit of a concern here.
Of course, was out for a number of months with that ACL injury. She won't want to get a repeat. I think referee's just having a wee word with Fraser, just telling her, right, I think that's your last one. She's already been involved in a couple of fouls now.
Yeah, I think it's a good sign that the physio's not on. I think Cheryl's probably just taking her time and, you know, slowing the game down a bit because Spartans are starting to come into it a wee bit.
Plus there are defensive options on the bench, should we be forced into a sub. I think you'd probably likely see Amy Richardson come on and Rosie Slater move into the middle, should that be needed, but hopefully not.
Yeah, I think we have got a bit of versatility in the back line. Players can move from centre back to full back if needed and vice versa.
Spartans defender's gone down there and claiming Tyree's done something there, but I mean, she's equally back on her feet, so it couldn't be that bad. It's good play here by Spartans, and now just trying to use the pace of Maya Christie up against McCulloch, and a bit of a heavy touch. It's just a throw in.
That is a couple of times now that Spartans have managed to break our press. They obviously have a clear idea on how they're going to build out, and that might be something we look to tweak at half time to make sure that they're not breaking through our lines.
Clear idea of who they're going down for as well. They always seem to be targeting that right hand side with Maya Christie.
Yeah, I would say majority of the play has been down the side closest to us. Even with us Thistle progressing, we seem to be going down the left quite a bit.
It's the first time shot there by Rennie. It doesn't really trouble the keeper, but again, Spartans are getting chances. Could it be that Amy Anderson and Shona Cowan, without saying the team that they were on loan from last season, do know each other, so they're perhaps thinking, right, we'll go down Christie instead?
Yeah, aye, potentially. They know each other well, so they're possibly just cancelling each other out right now, and yeah, the play's coming down the opposite side a lot.
It's good defending there by Georgia Gray on Erin Rennie, just putting it out for that throw in. Not want to be forced into anything dangerous. King just putting that out for another one. I think she could have probably controlled that. She didn't have much pressure on her.
Yeah, I think she had maybe a bit more time than she thought. Maybe could have taken a touch and even just clear it higher up the pitch and give Ellie Kane something to chase.
It's a long throw there. Chrissy had the right idea. Try to win that corner, unable to do so. Don't think Spartans have had a corner down that side yet.
No, not as of yet. We've done quite well in preventing them. So we just need to keep that up throughout the game and remain focused.
Gray finds Slater. Ball there towards Birchall. The clearance from Browning nearly reached us. Quick throw in there by Slater, finds Birchall. Just breaking inside, perhaps lining it up. Seen that shot, it's good defended by Fraser.
I thought she could have just hit it a fraction earlier. Don't know if she quite needed that last touch, but we've still got possession here.
Yep, here goes Shona Cowan. Finds Ellie Kane, dropped back towards Bullock. Looking for a ball in towards the box. She gets it. Yates just gathers that one well. It's good defending there by Olivia King.
Yep, she's read that well. She's sweeped up when she's needed to.
Bit of a poor bit of play there by Thistle. Now Rennie's got a lot of space up front. That's good defending though by Tyree Birchall. And she's gone down, but King's won it back. It's now found Tyree Birchall on the left. Now Rosie Slater just looking for options. Don't have to perhaps just try to see out the half. There's only a few minutes left. Georgia Gray trying to find Shona Cowan, just a touch too heavy in that one as well. But again, right idea.
Yeah, I think it's been maybe a wee bit of a theme of the half. The final ball just been slightly overhit. So hopefully that's something we can sort out for the second half and start clicking into place.
Seems like we have been going for this long ball mentality when perhaps should just be doing the simple
Yeah,
option.
I think there's times where we are choosing the wrong option, or even when we get the ball, we're choosing to come back inside instead of opening up and switching the play.
That's part of your game that you're probably best at, is just keeping the ball at your feet and nice short passing. Yeah,
I think you just keep it moving. I think especially in the bottom half of the table, teams are probably a little more disorganised than the top half. So if you just keep the ball moving, eventually gaps will open up, and it can then be quite easy to exploit them. I think sometimes when we're kicking the ball long and making the game transitional, it suits the teams in the bottom half. They're prepared to attack the ball with their head and put blocks in, but if you really make them work and try and use good rotations, it can really cause some problems.
It's a free kick just on the right hand side. Brian Graham just went a wee word with Tyree Birchall before it gets taken. Plenty of bodies have gone up for this one. It's a bit of a shorter ball, but it's met Tyree Birchall, tried a wee flick on towards Sherry McCulloch. Can't quite find her. We're trying a quick. Well, it's actually gone in the way of Spartans there. I don't actually think that had taken a touch off of Bullock, but apparently so. Here's Anderson. Still with Amy Anderson, does very well there. It's good defending by Georgia Gray though. She will just book that up towards Ellie Kane. Good control there.
Brilliant from Ellie Kane. Again, could we just open out? You can see Hannah robbing this space out here.
You can actually just see the slump of the shoulders there. I think she, like yourself, just realised, why am I not getting this ball?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Birchall in the middle looking towards Robinson. That's a good ball. It's a bit too heavy perhaps, but she will make it. It's good defending there by Browning. Just approaching the 45th minute here now. Don't imagine much at the time, maybe a minute for the McCulloch injury.
Yeah, it'd be a great time to score. Not like that though.
Yep. Rosie won't want to see that one back.
Nope.
Spartans fans seem to be getting quite antsy today.
Yeah, they're definitely up for this game. Oh, that's lovely by Jenny Curry.
Yeah, I don't think Rennie's too pleased with that.
No, I don't think she appreciated that. And to be fair, it's not something I expect Jenny to do. So she's obviously enjoying the sun today and feeling comfortable.
You can see the face palm afterwards from Rennie, but yeah, it's Georgia Gray now looking up, trying to find someone to make a move, and it's a good ball towards Birchall. She's kept her line well. She's not got many options. It's going to be forced to settle for a throw in, but in a very dangerous area.
Yeah, it was a much better ball from Gio. That's what we can come to expect from her. And yeah, Tyree did well to hold that up because it was difficult up against McCafferty. She's a very strong player, but again, just using her body well.
What can Shona Cowan do with this? Probably the last opportunity of the half. If someone would like to make an option for her. The person will be Cody Hay. First time delivery. Oh, a bit of a mistake there by Yates, but I think Ellie Kane just strayed offside. And Yates has actually gone down. I think she may have just clipped her with her shot. No malice in it though, and I think that will just see out the half. So far, 0-0 here at Petershill. Bit of a scrappy game. Not many chances going either side so far.
Yeah, not really. We've probably had a bit better of the possession, but again, Spartans, they're maximising their moments more, I would say. So yeah, it's been very even so far, and it's probably the scorelines are probably a fair reflection on the game.
Yeah. What do you think Brian Graham's message at half-time will be for this one?
I think first and foremost it'll be to tidy up with the passes a bit. I think sometimes we're getting a little bit sloppy or forcing a couple things and maybe not making the right decisions. So I think that'll be first on his mind. But I'd say for the most part we've defended well. So I can't imagine too many changes in that aspect. But again, just try to lift that intensity to a second gear.
Yeah, I can't imagine many subs getting made.
No.
Still 0-0 between Dundee United and Montrose. Still 3-0 up in Aberdeen. Would you be looking to make any changes at this point, or just kind of keep things as they are?
No, I think for now there's no real need to make any subs. Perhaps as the game opens up a bit more, maybe 10-15 minutes in, you can look to bring Imogen Longcake on for her speed and really get in behind, and of course May English as well on the other side.
Well, that's half time here at Petershill. 0-0. We'll be back in the second half very soon.
See you at the back. I'll give you
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for the second half of this SWPL 1 matchup between Spartans and Partick Thistle. Looks to be no changes to either side at half time. Spartans do seem to be heavily loading this left hand side.
Yep, I think that's a tell of what they're going to do.
Dealt with well there by Shona Cowan. Rona Douglas moves it on to Anderson. Moving down the left hand side, still with Amy Anderson. Georgia Gray forced over to cover, and it's still there. Drop back. Andrews now gets the shot off. Safely gathered there by Jenny Curry, but it's a shot within 20 seconds.
Yeah, they obviously had a clear idea of their attacking phase there, and we probably just haven't got going yet, but we should be alright.
Ball moved towards Ellie Kane. Still with well by McCafferty.
Yeah, I just think if we are going to be playing that long, we need to try and get the numbers closer because it's a big ask. Ellie does well to hold off the defender and win something, but she was outnumbered there.
Cowan tries to find Hay. Here is Ellie Kane. Skin tracked very heavily there by McCafferty. Now Georgia Gray's just trying to create a little bit of space. Uses her partner in the back, McCulloch. Sends it long towards Birchall. Gets a flick on towards Kane, but Yates quick off her line.
You could see what Tyree was trying there. The idea was right. It was difficult to try and take a bit of pace off the initial pass.
Yeah, just a wee bit too strong. Foul there by Bullock on Chumsock, and I don't know what the reaction was for.
Yeah, it was a bit unsure there. Bulls is adamant it was actually the girl tripping over her own feet, so maybe it was just a wee bit of a tangle of legs.
Yeah. She's actually laughing at her. I mean, the free kick's gone to nothing really, but these youth players.
Yeah, Amy, I don't think was wanting to challenge that at all when she seen Shona going up for the header.
Douglas. A wee bit heavy-handed there by Chumsock, but they've kept the ball, no foul given. Fraser uses Yates. Coming out towards Christie. It's intercepted well by Thistle now. Just trying to keep the ball on the deck again, but it's up in the air quite a bit. Andrews putting a lot of pressure on McCulloch. She forced putting that out for a throw-in.
Yeah, again, we're putting ourselves under unnecessary pressure. I think Tyree can probably control that a bit better and get the ball on the deck.
Rennie wins the throw-in. Manchester see if they continue to go down the right hand side, but everything does seem to have been down the left so far. Georgia Gray just clears the lines, trying to do something. Here is Birchall. One back by Spartans. It's now down the left hand side with Anderson. Up against Cowan. Sees it off well. Now Cody Hay just trying to clear it. It's a bit scrappy, still with Anderson. Now Cowan just puts that out for a throw in. I think that was what's needed just for a wee reset there.
Yeah, I think she was actually trying to pass it to Cody, but it was just, don't know if Cody wasn't quite ready for it, but she need to regroup here.
McCafferty uses Fraser. Looking for Maya Christie. It's cut out well. Now Hannah Robinson down the left. So we touched there by Browning on the throw-in, and throw-in for Thistle. A wee bit of wind here now at Petershill.
Yeah, it's typical Petershill. It was lovely first half, nice and warm, and now it's just went the total opposite.
Spartans won it back off the throw-in. Moving it forward well. Christie to Rennie. Looks in behind for Anderson. Just a touch too heavy. It's good play there by Spartans though.
Yeah, I don't think we've quite got going yet this second half. Spartans maximising their quick start and really piling the pressure on here.
Heavy pass there by Cheryl McCulloch, and it's a throw in, but Hannah Robinson does very well to win it back. Pass just let her down, but the control was brilliant, and she won it back as well. It's a bit too heavy with that one, but at least she's starting to get into the game a little bit more. I think she's been frustrated so far.
Yeah, I think the times that we are finding her, again, we're just leaving her a bit isolated. We need to try and get numbers forward and support in close spaces.
Well done there by Shona Cowan to stop the ball from reaching Anderson, and again to hold her off, trying to unleash Cody Hay down the right hand side. It's good play there by McCafferty. Now with Rona Douglas. Send it along towards Zara Andrews. Clever footwork there by Georgia Gray just to see it back to Jenny Curry. And move it forward. Just try to get a bit more of pass and play here. Find the rhythm. Sends it long towards Kane. Held off well and ended up going out for another Thistle throw. Taken quickly, finds Amy Bullock. Good control. Robinson with a clever flick on towards Burchell. Touch let her down, and a chance for Spartans to move it out. Referee's played advantage for something. It's with Anderson. Ball in behind there towards Rennie. Good covers there by Shona Cowan. Taken quickly. Jumps up down the left hand side. Georgia Gray now just showing her strength, and it's got a corner there. Thought that she kind of had to offer, but corner given, and now chance for Spartans. You can hear the frustration from some of the Thistle players just now, even from where we're sitting. Don't think they quite like how things are going at the moment.
No, again, I think we're just going to have to try and ride this wee period out that Spartans, they've come out flying since for the second half, and we've just been a little bit slow. Referee want a wee word with, I think it might be Fraser. Yeah, perhaps just backing into Jenny Curry a wee bit too much there.
It's a good corner. Just looking to go towards the back stick, and it's dealt with in the meantime by Rosie Slater, and Ellie Kane just getting that last touch off to get a throw in. It's a good ball again into the box, and Amy Anderson's been kind of caught lacking there. It kind of did look like Shona Cowan passed that back to Jenny Curry.
Yeah, possibly.
Now Georgia Gray's on the counter, finds Cody Hay, first time ball towards Kane, and it's cleared at the time. What? I'm a bit confused, to be honest. That did seem quite a clear pass back.
Yeah, I don't know, did the ref just maybe not expect it? And it's rare that you see it. A pass back in football nowadays, so it was maybe just caught sleeping a wee bit there.
I suppose technically it's a pass forward, but I think he's just kind of, well, I'm not sure. It's a first for me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Spartans will be best pleased about it. I think it's probably one we've got away with there, but Shona actually did great defending there. It looked favourite for Anderson to get her shot on target, but Shona got in brilliantly.
Yeah, she's kind of caught a bit lacking at the back stick. She recovered very well and defended it brilliantly.
Yeah, she definitely made up for it.
It's a good play there by Spartans. Now it's Chomsuk. Moves it out wide towards Browning. It's a long ball towards Sarah Andrews. Again, just trying to keep the ball on the deck, I think now would be the best part. It's a long ball misplaced by Spartans. Now Curry's just going to slow things down, I think, and really just try and get their shape back. Long ball there by McCulloch towards Birchall, and uses her pace well. Keeps the ball as well. Drop back towards Robinson now with Slater, looks to get that cross in. Cody Hay now.
That was unfortunate. It was better play there. I think Ellie Kane just maybe went slightly ahead of the ball. But that was a great bit of play down the left by Hannah and Rosie and Tyree linking up.
It's a good play there by Anderson to use her strength. That's an equally good tackle by Georgia Gray. I think it just didn't quite land for Cody Hay for that chance. Must be a couple of Thistle subs. Looks like it's Shona Cowan and Cody Hay coming off, and Amy Richardson and Imogen Longcake, I think. Yeah, it looks like Amy Richardson and Imogen Longcake. Yeah,
double change on this right hand side. Amy's probably played more on her left, but she is right footed, so she'll slot in here perfectly. Possibly more of an attacking change. I would say Shona's probably more of a stronger defender, and Amy's got that ability going forward, so perhaps just going to try and take this game to Spartans a wee bit more.
Well, we spoke about internationalists earlier, and Amy Richardson has been very key for the Wales under-19 setup recently as a full cap as well. How important has her sort of influence been coming in on loan from Celtic?
Yeah, it's probably took her a wee bit of time to settle. Again, it's trying to make that adjustment. Obviously, she'll be used to having the ball at Celtic, and sometimes we don't have it as much, but yeah, she's slotting in fine.
There she is down the right hand side. She's got a lot of space. Tries to put that in towards Kane. It's now falling back out to her. Finds Imogen Longcake, looking for that overlap. Imogen Longcake keeps it herself. Tries to cut that cross goal, and already you can see a clear change with these substitutes.
Yeah, I think it just brings, especially with Imogen, it's a real bit of pace. That's just a bit of a slack one there from Amy.
The right idea, I think, just poorly executed. I actually thought that the chance was on for Amy Richardson to take a shot instead of trying to sort of put in that low cross towards Kane.
Yeah, no one was quite pressing her. But yeah, she was. It was a difficult cross to try and put in. The numbers were in the box. Maybe next time she'll have a think of the shot.
Referee's not really one for fouls. Georgia Gray now still in possession. Finds Longcake. Moves up forward towards Richardson. That's a good ball in behind towards Ellie Kane. Well defended by McCafferty.
It was a nice bit of link-up play there. A good reset from Imogen. Amy plays a good ball in behind, and it's probably a bit of a better one for Ellie to try and chase and put Spartans under pressure.
Here is Georgia Gray now. Looks for Longcake, finds her. It's back out for another throw in for Thistle. In the correct area though.
Yeah, we are in a good area, so hopefully we can just try and make this count, work a shot on goal or even get a corner.
It's a good cross towards the back stick, and Tyree Birchall was coming in behind, and there's a couple of head injuries here between Birchall and Yates.
Yeah, we just hope both players are all right here. But that's a couple crosses that have came in that Yates hasn't quite dealt with, so I think that should be something that we emphasise, that we keep trying to do, put in them high crosses, and it might not even be the first contact, but the knockdown, we should probably get the space.
Yeah, she has sort of parried the ball a few times now. But yeah, it was a bit of a Bit of a sore one for both. I think Yates seems to be sort of back to her feet first.
Yeah, I think it was two players obviously going for the ball, and when there is so many bodies in there, it's unfortunate you can get those collisions at times.
Terry looks alright as well. Just gonna take a moment to sort of gather our bearings. Probably been our most influential player this game, I would say.
Yeah, she's definitely trying to make things happen. We want to try and get her on the ball around the box. A lot of the times it's been in the wide areas, and we're not quite getting support to her. So just trying to get more bodies round her so it can be more effective.
Yep, she's back on her feet, all good to go. Both players are. It'll just be a drop ball for Yates, and I think she'll just gather her up. She wants to play it short. McCafferty now finds Anderson, and bit of a poor switch, and now Slater out wide towards McCulloch. Here is Birchall. Bit of a misplaced pass. Maybe still seeing stars after the head knock. But Georgia Gray does well to make up for it. Just to send Hannah Robinson. Wins it back. Looks for that switch again towards Longcake, and again it's cut out well. Okay, perhaps too keen to get that long ball off.
Yeah, I think it's just the execution again. It seems to be we're either under hitting it or over hitting it. We can't quite get that execution right.
I think the Amy Richardson there just trying to cross, safely gathered by Yates, but perhaps she was looking to hit that towards Yates and hoping that someone can either get on the end of it, or she then just doesn't quite collect it.
Yeah, I think Ellie was making a run. I think it just needed whipped a bit more further across. But again, it's difficult when there's so many bodies in there to try and get a clear cross.
It's about an hour played now here at Petershill, still 0-0. Be a couple of subs getting made for the visitors. Looks like Rona Douglas's afternoon's over, as is Zara Andrews.
Yeah, it looks like Amy Anderson's going to move through the middle, so that potentially could be a different challenge for Georgia Hunter and Cheryl McCulloch. Just raw pace in behind of Amy Anderson. We'll need to be careful of that.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be Sarah Cleland coming on. And I would maybe guess Maya Bates, but I can't quite see yet.
Yeah, I think that's Maya Bates. She'll probably come on left wing.
Yeah, that's Maya Bates. Very tricky young winger.
Yep, you're looking at that front line now, and they have got bags of pace, so we will need to just watch in those transitions that we're not getting caught out with the spacing behind.
You've got the two Mayas on the wings, and then Amy Anderson through the middle. Like you say, it's a very fast front line. Going to need to deal with that. Bit of a foul here. I didn't quite catch that. Don't know if it was a bit of a high foot from McCafferty, but
definitely a moment we can try and capitalise on, get another cross into the box and see if we can get something from this.
Yeah, a lot of bodies have gone up again.
Substitution for Spartans. Off going
Amy
number
Bullock
26,
looks to deliver. That's a good delivery.
Rona Douglas.
It is met. It's out for a corner.
Yeah, that's a good delivery there from Amy Bullock, and I think she'll look to take this corner, and hopefully we can get another good cross in and really try and make the most of it.
I'm not sure who got the head on it. I think it might have been Tyree Birchall.
Yeah, it was a bit of a low cross, but it was very effective, and
yeah, absolutely.
Yep, definitely a good tactic.
Bullock will look to deliver again. Similar box to what was from that free kick. It's another good delivery towards the back stick this time, and that's gone out for another corner. I think that one was met by Sharon McCulloch.
I think, was it maybe Ellie Kane?
Maybe Ellie
They
Kane.
were both in there. Could have fell for either, I think.
Both in and about that. Hannah Robinson in plenty of space at that back stick.
Yeah, Spartans are just taking a calculated risk, leaving her free, probably thinking that they can get to her, but it might be something we look to hit.
Considering that they know her quite well, I would be quite shocked about that, but it's another good whip delivery. That one was towards the back stick, and I think it was Ellie Kane that was going for it.
Yeah, I think Hannah just made her movement in slightly. That would have been one if she'd stayed where she was. She probably would have got it.
Long ball there by Spartans looking towards Maya Christie. Dealt with in the end by Sherry McCulloch. Browning quick with that throw in. Bit of a poor control there by Chumsuk, but another throw in for Thistle. It's a bit of a heavy throw, and it's met by Bartchell, and just tries to hold that up for Kane, and still there or thereabouts. It's getting again quite scrappy here. Olivia King drops that back to Georgia Gray. Finds Amy Richardson. It's a great ball. Just a touch too heavy though for Richardson.
Yeah, it just looked like for a moment she was going to get there, but I think we just ran out of pitch.
I think it might have been the touch that let her down. That's a very poor goal kick taken there. They've dealt with it very well, but Yates did that very heavy. It's foul given away there by McCulloch. As we look at the other scores in the bottom half right now. 4-1 to Aberdeen against Queen's Park. And Montrose have gone 1-0 up against Dundee United. Imogen Longcake now looking to run down the right hand side. To use her pace, does so well. McCafferty does well to hold off Bartchell, and back with Georgia Gray, and it's another long ball there towards Bartchell, and again just too heavy. I think the over-reliance of this long ball isn't working.
Yeah, Spartans' line isn't that high, so it's very difficult to land the perfect ball in that small space. And if you look along Spartans' back four, they've got reasonable height and physicality. They're all probably comfortable defending that ball in the air.
So, good idea there from Bartchell to try and find Robinson, but doesn't quite have the pace to make that. That one did pay off from Georgia Gray though, and here is Imogen Longcake in behind, looks to cut that across, and just in the reach of Yates. Maya Bates now up against Richardson. Richardson does very well, lands for Tyree Bartchell, she'll take the shot, and it goes in! It's another goal for Tyree Bartchell. It's 1-0 to Partick Thistle.
That's brilliant. First of all from Amy Richards, making sure she wins that ball and not giving up on it, and we get that bit of fortune with it landing for Tyree, and that's a brilliant strike from her. You know, that's something that we're used to seeing now from her, from Tyree, and she keeps her scoring streak alive.
That's 3 in a row for her, and that confidence is certainly back. She's been working hard to get a chance all game, and it's finally paid off. Really staking her claim for the top scorer spot now.
Yep, definitely. She's taking her opportunity, and that's a crucial goal in this game.
Goal for Partick Thistle, number 23, Tyree Bartchell!
I think that actually might be her 9th goal of the season.
Yep, she's racking them up as of late, and it's the perfect time of the season for her to really start hammering those goals in.
That's a great ball in behind there by Hannah Robinson for Imogen Longcake, and very nearly getting on to the end of that.
Yeah, she's quick, but I think even for Imogen that was just a little bit too much. But again, it's the right idea. We're trying to keep that pressure on Spartans. Don't let them breathe.
Yates is very high off her line from that as well. So I think if she'd perhaps been another yard back, it could have been in favour of Imo. She's not called Lightning McQueen for no reason.
It's just important now that Thistle were able to manage the game and control it, and not give anything silly away and really remain focused. And I think we could just see Amy Bullock and Georgia Gray there trying to slow down to take this free kick, get composure.
Georgia Gray had the right idea, seen Robinson in quite a bit of space. Gloucester went to try and claim that as our own throw in there, but it was very clearly hit out by Rosie Slater.
Yeah. God loves a trier.
Well, with some of the things that have been allowed today, it's not out the realms of possibility.
No, definitely not. I think that is one of the things in this league. You claim for enough things and you will get something eventually.
The SWPL one, ladies and gentlemen. Because Chopsuck does have good control over that ball and breaks into the boxes. Good delivery towards the back stick. Will Maya Christie make it? She will, but she doesn't quite keep that in play. See, a couple of bodies have been sent to warm up for Thistle as well. Perhaps just try to tie things down.
Yeah, it's a difficult point now because you want to bring on fresh legs, but also the team are really getting that bit of momentum right now, so you don't want to disrupt anything. So perhaps just kind of leaving them subs for the last 10 minutes just to slow the game down and shore things up.
Well, that's absolutely beautiful there by Ellie Kane to find Tyree Birchall. She does get brought down, and that will... Well, I thought that may be the booking. But no booking given there. But yeah, that was absolutely beautiful by Ellie Kane to flick that on.
That was tremendous. Great bit of skill. And it was a brilliant idea as well. We want to just keep try and get Spartans turned in the wide areas, not so much central, because the goalie's brave to come off our line. But yeah, we've just won ourselves a great free kick.
It's in a dangerous area, and it will be Amy Bullock to deliver. Plenty of bodies again in that box. It's not out the realms of possibility for her to shoot as well.
No, well, it's one of them. If you put it towards an area, you never know what can happen.
It's floated one there towards Kane. It's fallen towards, long kick at the back sticks, just looks to sort of flick that back into the box. It's caught there well by Yates. Can't do much with the counter.
Yeah, I think she was looking to set Amy Anderson on her bike, but Alicia Yates' kicking is usually very good, so I'm sure she'll be disappointed by that one.
Yeah, she's found her target more often than not today, so...
Perhaps just a bit rushed on that one, trying to set Amy Anderson free.
Olivia King unfortunate with her passing there, and Amy Richardson does well to make up for it. Georgia Gray now. Long kick puts a lot of pressure on Sarah Cleland. It's Georgia Gray again, a lot of space being given to her. Looks to see a run of Robinson, and it's went out towards long kick. Bit of a heavy touch. Cleland does well to make up for it. It's in the back with Georgia Gray again, got a lot of space. And looking to send long kick down the wing and not quite finding her.
Yeah, I think we just kind of forget that Gio can use her left foot, so I think, we should always try and stay switched on in those moments, because it isn't out of the realms of possibility that she can play that one.
We should be looking to keep the Spartans in this corner. And that's what we do. Is Amy Bullock now does well to find long kick. Back again to her, and first time ball towards Kane isn't quite paid off, and that's another chance. That's a great switch there by Chumsuck towards Christie. Christie doing very well with her pace, and it's great defending in the end there by Rosie Slater, I think she then just uses her strength to kind of put her off balance.
Yeah, Rosie's done brilliant there to get back, because Maya Christie was away from her, and she is quick, but Rosie's done brilliant to get back in and just put that pressure on so that she can't have an easy shot. I think it's probably been a very strong game from Rosie Slater. Probably one of her best of late. She's looking back to her best self in this one.
Yeah, she's looking sharp. Jenny Curry takes quick to Georgia Gray. Again, looks to send Demo. Imogen long kick down the right hand side. Again, just a touch too heavy for her, but again, right idea.
Yeah, and I suppose at this stage of the game it isn't a bad idea, because we have got that lead right now, and you would rather that we're giving the ball to Spartans in their own penalty box than overplaying in the middle and allowing them to counter.
I think Spartans have opened up a ball. It's a first time shot there by Bullock. Bit heavy.
Yep, she just got right underneath that one. But again, you can see the idea. It isn't a bad idea. We've done well to win the ball initially. Keep them penned in.
That's one well back there by Bullock, and now Robinson does well to win a corner. Could have perhaps released that a moment sooner.
Yeah, I thought she was actually, when she first got it, I thought she was going to try and drop the shoulder and go in on her right and have a shot. But again, it was very smart play from Amy Bullock. She recognised the space that was there and just controlled that pass.
Yeah, a few bodies now going to warm up for Thistle. I think, like you said, just the last 10 minutes approaching. Looks like Emma Craig and May English and Jenna Ferguson could perhaps see some minutes. It will be Amy Bullock to take this corner once more. Bit of a different approach from Thistle this time. It's another back stick delivery, and it's gone over the net, just curled out of play. But Spartans haven't really been great with the goal kicks today, so
No, we're getting a wee bit of success now, being able to win the ball back off them, especially when they're trying to clip it into those middle areas.
again, it's gone out for their own throw-in, but wasn't really a good one once more. If I was Yates, I'd be looking to switch things up. Clearly the short passing isn't exactly working. That's a good ball over the top there towards Maya Bates, and Jenny Curry has gone down holding her knee. It wasn't a nice landing.
No, that looked very uncomfortable, to be fair, for both players, and you know, I think it's one of them. The goalie, of course, gets a foul because Jenny had just made contact on the ball and Maya kind of clattered into her, but I don't think it was anything intentional. I think it's a case of Maya's going for the ball as well, and she just can't slam the brakes on.
Yeah, Maya's a very fast player, and she was just trying to get in behind to sort of clip it over her, I think. Just lift that ball. And
yeah, it's never a nice one to see, especially when the goalie's going up in the air like that. It can make for a very uncomfortable landing, but yeah, we just hope both players are okay.
both players just getting seen to at the moment. Hayley Tervatt has been sent to warm up just in the meantime. Jenny's a tough cookie, I can imagine her carrying on.
Yeah, it's good to see she's up and walking, so she looks all right.
Maybe it's still on the floor for now, but that's her looking to get on her feet. Just about 10 minutes left here of the 90. Queen's Park have pulled another one back against Aberdeen. That's made it 4-2. Looks like a few subs are getting made in the meantime for Spartans. Erin Rennie has made her way off the pitch. Try to work out who else.
I think it was Ailey Davies,
Yeah.
so two midfielders.
Let's see who's came on. It looks like it's been Hall that's came on, and not sure about the other.
I think it was number 23 and number 15. I think were the two numbers I seen.
Kaylee Bradshaw, I think, or Bradshaw.
It looks like just a straight swap, two midfielders on.
Probably more attacking options. Try and chase this. Evan Rennie had sort of ran her road.
She put in a good shift for Spartans, just wasn't able to get much joy in the second half.
Davis. And oncoming number 23, Ella Beaton-Hill.
It's a great header there from
And number 15,
Sherry McCulloch
Hayley
and
Brayshaw.
Olivia King just again trying to find Imogen long kick in behind, and I know she's fast, but
Yeah, she's not that fast. That would be a difficult one even for Imogen.
sends that forward towards Maya Bates. Good control there by the number 11 and now Olivia Chumsock. Drops it. Fraser's taking that for a run. Looks to send Amy Anderson in behind. Does. That's a great touch there by Jenny Curry, and this good goal line clearance from
I think it
Georgia
was
Gray. Is still there.
Again,
Shot off.
Jenny in this game now has stopped two sure goals with brilliant saves. You just wonder how they should get those fingertips to it. But and again, you know, Georgia following in and making sure that it doesn't fall to anyone else or fall into the goal anyway.
A great ball in behind, and there's a great ball in behind, and Amy Anderson met it well. There was not much more that she could have done.
Yeah, again, another warning sign for us that, you know, Spartans aren't going to give this up. We need to be careful with them balls in behind. They have got real speed up top.
Chumsock finds Bates. It's good play there by Spartans, and Georgia Gray's done well to cut it out.
Yep, she did very well to read that, just anticipating where it was going to go.
Just using the safety of her keeper, just keep it nice and calm. It looks like Emma Craig's getting ready to come on. I would guess probably for, if I had to guess,
You would,
Olivia King.
Yeah, you would imagine it's either Olivia King or Amy Bullock, just based off position. Perhaps they'll go Olivia King. She's obviously not had as many minutes as of late, so maybe she's just tired in slightly.
Amy Richardson takes the throw, finds Georgia Gray. Back to Richardson. Does well to find Bullock. Now long kick. Out to Tyree Birchall. Keeps it in that right hand side and wins her throw in.
Yep, again she did well to just hold Robin McCafferty off, who's a very physical player.
There's a lot of shouting going on, I don't quite know why.
Yeah, I don't know, was it the fans getting a bit excited, some of the kids here to watch, or was it on the pitch?
No, I think it was Alicia Yates.
Oh god, it went very high pitch, I thought it was little kids.
Just a ball into the box, it's a difficult one to deal with. Amy Anderson, a very clever flick, and she's got the better of Sherry McCulloch. And that's as tactical a foul as you'll ever get one.
Yeah, Cheryl knows exactly what she's doing there. There's not long left, just take the yellow card. Don't let Spartans progress to anything, but the danger isn't over. They have got a free kick in a good position.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see who takes it. No one's really stepping up to take it so far. Yeah, but it's Olivia King coming off for Emma Craig. Good afternoon for Olivia King. She's played very well. Looks like Maya Bates is going to take the free kick. Emma Craig obviously provides that out and out CDM sort of position, if you would.
Yeah, and she's very sure on the ball, so hopefully just able to kind of hold it in and link the play a bit more and get us up the pitch.
Olivia King. Coming out number 6, Emma Craig.
But yeah, Olivia King, she's done well today. It's a tough ask. She's still trying to get used to everyone here, but she's done herself very proud.
That's a very good free kick from Maya Bates. It's dealt with well by Jennifer Curry, and we had a looming presence of Robin McCafferty. Don't know who's on the floor, I think it might be Georgia Gray. She's back up now. Got another goal in the Aberdeen game, it's 5-2 to them. I'm going to say that they might just win that.
Yeah, I would imagine now they've probably got the momentum back in their favour, so that game's probably set for an Aberdeen win.
Making this race for relegation really tight. Come on, take quickly. It's now with Emma Craig, her first touches on the pitch. Does well to take it to the corner once a throw in.
Yep, just a smart bit of play there. She was probably looking to try and get a corner out of it, but you know, we'll take a throw in and try and keep the play up in Spartans half.
Mia Richardson links up well with Tyree Birchall. Shot to Bullock, and that's a good delivery towards, I think it was Ellie Kane. Birchall now given pace and given a bit of pressure.
Again, Rosie Slater's there to stop it, making sure that they're not getting turned.
Not long left at all here. Still remains 1-0 to Partick Thistle thanks to Tyree Birchall's goal. Thistle throw in. What can we find from this?
These match sponsors, the Partick Thistle Charitable Trust. They've chosen as their Partick Thistle player of the match, number 1, Jenny Curry.
Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment.
Yeah, definitely. She's provided big moments. But we have had a few strong performances throughout the team. But yeah, it's fair to give it to Jenny.
I think just for the two surefire goals that she stopped.
Yeah, definitely. Big moments in the season and in this game.
Yeah, it's quite a few player of the match awards that she's picked up now. I don't think many players have faulted today. I think everyone's had a very strong game.
Yep, everyone's contributed and played their part, and that's what we need. We need collective performances. It's not enough to just have one or two players stepping up. We need everyone to.
It's a bit of a wasted chance there from Sarah Cleland. She's done well to keep possession from a number of Thistle bodies, and Jenny Curry just kind of happy to see out there.
Yeah, just run the clock down, get one of their players to come and press, and we can play out the other side.
Throw in for Spartans here. They'll be trying to chase that equaliser. Rosie Slater's been pressed high here. It's now out towards Cleland. Good defending there by Longcake. She tracked her right the way back, and now a corner for Spartans, and it's getting dangerous.
Yeah, we need to stay switched on for this corner. This it could be a big moment in the game, so it's important that we come away with the ball and make sure we're clearing our lines.
Interesting to see Amy Anderson being the one to take it. Wouldn't normally imagine her as a set piece taker.
No, I mean, she's got a good whip in the cross, but I mean, naturally you kind of assume it's going to be like a centre mid, but they've obviously chosen Amy.
It's a good delivery. Pull up a good clearance. That's a great turn there from Robin McCafferty, and that's another equally good one by her centre-back partner, Fraser. Chomsuk now still in possession, and she was always looking for the foul and got one. Hannah Robinson a bit aggrieved by that.
Yeah, I think it's one of them that the player knows what she's doing. It is a foul, but you know, maybe can Hannah be a wee bit smarter and just step out the way, and the player probably falls over anyway because she's anticipating the contact. Amy
Anderson to deliver this one again. I think they may have just kept Maya Bates on. She did such a good delivery with the first sort of free kick in a similar area. That one's a low one. It's made it difficult. Emma Craig does get her foot through it. Back with Chomsuk. Good defence in the end there. I think it was Hannah Robinson that got the tackle. It's another corner, and this one it will be Maya Bates to deliver. Looking for that in-swinger. Again, quite a few bodies been sent up for this. That's a good delivery towards the back stick, and Emma Craig's taking a saw one by, I think it was Browning. She's kind of flying towards that, and Jenny Curry's down as well as a result.
Yeah, again, it's a brilliant take from Jenny. She's been so crucial today in those big moments to just command it and really shore up the team.
She rose like a salmon for that one. And,
That is something, you know, she doesn't look the tallest, Jenny, but she is very good in the air. She makes herself known. You know, it's rare in the women's game, especially in our league, that you've got a goalie that will come and take crosses like that with such confidence.
Brian's ready in a couple of bodies now, I think. Could see the introduction of Jenna Ferguson and May English.
Yeah, just maybe for them last few minutes just to get some fresh legs on. Obviously May will chase everything down at the top end, and you know, Jenna's just another physical body in there that can help shore things up.
Hayley Terbett's still warming up, so could be a use of concussion sub if needed. Jenny's taking a couple of ones to the face. And we've reached the end of the 90 now, so there's been quite a few injuries, so I'd imagine maybe 3 or 4 minutes getting added on here. Could very well be longer.
Yeah, it's really hard to tell sometimes how much time they add on.
14 minutes added on last week.
And obviously we don't have the benefit of knowing because there's no board to show us.
Yeah, we're not. Oh, in the no, so here's Amy Anderson trying to press down again, and a good defence once more by Rosie Slater.
Yeah, she's rarely been beaten today. Looking very strong and comfortable in at fullback.
Perhaps looking a bit pressing a bit heavy with her challenges at the moment though, just sort of leaving a mark just to let them know.
Yep, it's probably them she's riding that fine line.
So looks like it will be Hannah Robinson and Tyree Burchill coming off for Jenna Ferguson and May English. So I'd imagine May will just swap like for like with Robbo, and then Jenna will just slot in the back.
Potentially the back, or I just wonder are they going to put in, go to 5 at the back.
Coming on.
Yeah, looks like.
Jenna Ferguson and number 15, May English.
Yeah, I think we're just slotting into a potentially a 5-4-1, just to try and give us that extra body in defence.
This is Jenna's first minutes on the pitch since Glasgow City back in November. Was that actually the game that you were on commentary with me?
Yeah, yeah, it's good to see Jenna back on the pitch and getting minutes. It's been a tough season for a number of injuries.
She's been very unlucky with them after signing permanently following a good spell on loan last year. I mean, yeah, but goal kick's given there. I thought he might have been given a foul.
Yeah, obviously we were quite far away, it's hard to see, but it did look like Ellie Kane was just kind of pulled to the ground, but maybe it was a bit of a 50-50.
Still going here, McCafferty sends that long. Gray battling with Browning's gone up towards the striker position, and good control by Bullock. Looking to get it towards May English. Presses well, and thought she might have got a foul there. Still challenging away. Just had to bide her time with minutes after signing in January. Granted, at 16, she's probably going through exams right now. Or 17, I think. Oh.
I think she's still 16.
Yeah. I thought she was. She should be doing her hires right now, wouldn't she?
I think she's left school. I think she's doing an apprenticeship, so maybe she doesn't have exams to worry about. They're a pain.
There's Imogen Longkeep, picks that up well now, looking to break in. Looking to use her own pace. Doing well to take that to the corner. Ellie Kane might be a bit annoyed that she didn't get that in behind, but it's great play by Imo. Gets the throw in right where we want it.
Yeah, we'll definitely take that. I think Robin Cafferty was just trying to see the ball out, but it looked like it stopped moving.
Amy Richardson's going to have to be difficult with this throw in though, because to not try and get a foul throw here, if we want to try and keep it in the corner. That's a bit heavy there by Sarah Cleland. It's another Thistle throw. 94 minutes played here. it's full time. A much needed win here for Partick Thistle.
Yeah, that's
1-0.
That's a brilliant win for us. We really needed those 3 points, and it's great to see that we managed to see the game out. I think that's been maybe a bit of a problem over the season when we were going 1-0 up or so. We were letting teams back in, but no, we were quite assured today and managed to keep Spartans' chances limited. And then it helps when you get Jenny Curry in goal, who makes big saves.
Well, that sticks us 3 clear in 7th, ahead of Aberdeen.
Final score here at Petershill Park.
9 clear, which shows in that last relegation spot, and there's 5 games to go. So, exactly what we needed on this bank holiday weekend.
Yep, definitely. I think we're maybe 2 wins away from safety. Can't be much more than that if so, but yeah, this was a very tough game today, but it's great to come out on top, and it was very important.
Well, our next match will be at home to Dundee United on a midweek Wednesday night. I know we're not really a fan of midweek games, but at least we've got a weekend off next week to sort of recover.
Yeah, and I suppose we've got the momentum right now, so maybe games coming thick and fast might actually help us, and we'll hopefully just keep going through them and keep picking up the wins.
Well, thank you very much for joining me today, Rebecca.
Thanks for having me, it's been brilliant.
Full time here, Petershill, Partick Thistle 1, Spartans 0.